As the leaves turn and days grow shorter, signaling the arrival of autumn, we often associate fall and winter with coziness and warmth. Yet, for many, these months also bring unexpected emotions, ranging from mild winter blues to profound sadness and loss. The changing seasons, with diminishing daylight and colder temperatures, can deeply impact our mental and emotional well-being, often in ways we don't immediately recognize. Just like nature sheds its old layers, our inner world reflects those shifts, adapting to the changes around us. This period of emotional vulnerability, often called seasonal grief, is a natural human response to the shifting world around us. Recognizing and understanding seasonal grief and its impact on our lives is the first step toward awareness, proactive care, and support. Seasonal grief is more than just winter blues. It's a serious condition that affects many people during the colder months. It's a type of depression that follows a seasonal pattern, emerging in the fall and winter, and often subsiding in the spring. The lack of sunlight during these months can have a profound impact on our mental health. Decreased sunlight exposure affects our brain chemistry. It reduces serotonin levels, which regulate mood, sleep, and appetite. This can lead to feelings of fatigue and sadness. The holiday season can trigger grief, along with amplifying feelings of sadness. Memories of loved ones who are no longer with us can be particularly painful. The pressure to be all merry and bright during the holiday season can be a major contribution to stress and the feeling of being overwhelmed. The contrast between societal expectations and personal feelings is polar opposites. Seasonal grief is common, and understanding it helps us develop coping strategies. Activities like journaling, therapy, and spending time with supportive people can be beneficial. By recognizing its symptoms, we can navigate this challenging time of year. Planning ahead and setting realistic expectations can also help manage stressful moments. The most important thing to remember is it's okay to seek help and support. Reaching out to friends, family, or professionals can make a significant difference in how we cope with seasonal grief. Natural rhythms of the seasons trigger seasonal grief, but external factors can escalate these feelings. Think about some recent global events like the pandemic, or the political unrest with wars like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. These events can add to our emotional burdens and can make it harder to cope with the sadness and anxiety. Don't be surprised if you find yourself wanting to be alone more and more often. Isolation is an old defense mechanism that keeps us from facing the emotional issues head-on. But once we acknowledge the impact of these external factors on our well-being, we are well on our way to accepting new, healthier ways to process those emotions. There's support available in the community and can assist with prioritizing self-care to nurture your mental and emotional health. Seasonal grief doesn't have to define our fall and winter. We can find ways to embrace the beauty of these seasons. Practical steps can help us navigate through those challenging emotions and gain strength to keep moving forward. It's about finding a peaceful balance. The A3 is a simple approach to addressing seasonal grief. This is how it works. The first A is for accept. Here's where we must acknowledge and accept your feelings. Be as honest with yourself as possible. You will not be allowed to move forward until you can accept the emotions that you have to deal with. Journaling is one of our favorites. It helps to process emotions. Writing down our thoughts can bring clarity and a sense of relief. It also gives you a glimpse of your progress when you revisit some of your previous entries. The next A stands for adapt. Here is where you will shake some stuff up by changing your routines and habits to help manage seasonal grief. Make sure you are getting enough rest, incorporating mood-boosting activities like reading a good book, or find joy in small moments with family and friends. Social support is important, and that's why having a safe space to express those difficult emotions is so important. Now, the final A is for actualize. This is where we reflect on experiences and growth. This is a good time for you to take a look at your previous journal entries. We're certain you will see some progress. It doesn't have to be an enormous amount of progress as long as there's some progress. Use your experiences to help others. Everybody isn't into sharing their experiences, and that's okay. But for those who share, they've found healing in doing so. Using A3 to move through seasonal grief can be beneficial. It's a path to inner strength by accepting, adapting, and actualizing new normals. Remember, it's a path of self-discovery and growth. Every step should matter to you. Let's support each other through these challenging times. Navigating seasonal grief is not a solitary path to travel. Reach out to friends, family, a grief coach, or a therapist. Sharing feelings with someone you trust can alleviate some of the burden you carry. Prioritize self-care activities that bring you joy and tranquility. With A3, cultivating self-compassion, seeking support in our community, we can emerge stronger and more steadfast. We encourage you to share your experiences and seek support in the comments below. Your story could be the light someone else needs to see their way back. Thank you for watching and see you next time.